dears, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma. Hey, I am so happy you clicked on my what's for dinner video. I hope you like it. We'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. That is my doggy over there crying, so just excuse her. Anyway, for tonight's dinner, we're making chicken tacos. I have this whole chicken I'm gonna cook up so I can use it for our tacos tonight, and tomorrow I'm gonna make a soup for my my soup of the week video. So I'm gonna need some chicken for that, and then it'll probably last 3 meals, so I'll figure out another meal to have with the chicken after that. So I'm just gonna start by putting it in my crock pot base here. I'm gonna wash it first too. All right, let's do that first. Now I'm going to spread some olive oil over top of the chicken, rub it in. Okay, so salt, pepper, garlic powder, a little thyme, little rosemary, I'm gonna cut up a lemon, and now I'm gonna put some butter. Okay, that's all done. Now I'm gonna put it on my Ninja Foodie base, and we're gonna slow cook it on low for 6 hours. And while the chicken finishes cooking, I'm just gonna put together a little purple onion, cilantro, and lime mixture I always put together, or I always make this when I make tacos. It's delicious. The chicken is done. Now I'm gonna take out the lemon. Lemons are out. Now I'm going to broil it 450 for 5 minutes. It's not as crispy as I want it to be, so I'm going to add another 3 minutes. Much better. Now I'm going to let it rest for 10 minutes. I have shredded the chicken, and I'm just going to heat up some of these street tacos. Chicken, cilantro, lime, and onion mixture, and avocado. And here it is, all served up. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I have some leftover chicken from my whole chicken that I cooked up last night. So I'm going to put this in a pan with some of this bourbon barbecue sauce, and just let it cook up, marinate for probably 20 minutes, just so it's all flavorful and delicious. And then I'm gonna put it on one of these brioche buns with some cheese. Delicious. And then the side dish, I'm gonna cook up these waffle fries that I had, and they made 2 meals out of. We used them before in them. I just made what was left over, I put in a Ziploc baggie, but I'm gonna air fry these. So I'm gonna let my air fryer preheat at 400 for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna put the waffle fries in, spray them with a little bit of cooking oil, and then cook them at 400 for 10 to 20 minutes. I'm just gonna give them a little stir halfway through, and then see how much longer I need to cook them for, because I don't use my air fryer that much, but I do not want to turn on my oven. It is 112 degrees here in Las Vegas today, so I'm just not feeling cooking in my oven, but I need to use these up. So I'm gonna preheat my foodie, but I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of my extra virgin olive oil spray. So I'm just gonna let it preheat 400 degrees, air crisp for 5 minutes, and then I'll throw the waffle fries in. Okay, my foodie is preheated. Now I'm going to throw in the waffle fries. Spray them with a little bit of this oil. Put the lid down, and we're gonna cook them for 10 minutes at 400. Then I'm gonna give them a little flip, a little shaky shake, and then see if I need to add more time. I'm gonna give them a little toss. A little more spray. And I'm gonna cook them for another 3 minutes. While my waffle fries are air frying, I'm just gonna cook up the chicken. Stir, stir, stir. Now I'm just gonna let that come to a boil, and then I'm just gonna pop the lid on it and just let it simmer for 20 minutes. This is boiling up, so I'm gonna give it a little stir and then put the lid on it and just turn my stove down to a low. Oh, wrong way, Emma. I wanna toast up my buns, but like I said, I don't want to use my oven, so I'm gonna use my actual toaster and toast up my buns. And the cheese of choice today, I'm just gonna use these American singles to go on the buns. And here they are served up. If you know me, you know I like to eat my fries with a little bit of balsamic vinegar for dipping. And that's it, super easy. And my house did not get super hot from my oven being on, so that works out great. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I am making turkey taco boats. So I'm just gonna fry up this taco seasoned ground turkey. When it's cooked up, I'm going to add some of this salsa I need to use up just to give it a little extra flavor so it doesn't go to waste as well. I should have opened the package before I started recording. I'm going to put the ground turkey on these little lettuce boats. Aren't they just fresh? Then I'm going to top it with some cheese, some guacamole or avocado, and some taco sauce. Easy peasy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make something on the side yet. I think that should be enough food. I'm really craving my street corn. I'm gonna see if my husband thinks I should make that too. But anyway, I'm gonna get to frying up the turkey. So I asked my husband if he wanted corn on the side. Here's his response. And you gotta love autocorrect. So I'm making street corn on the side. The ground turkey is cooked up. Now I'm just gonna add my salsa. Stir, stir, stir. Now I'm just gonna let the salsa warm through. And for the street corn, cooked drained corn, butter, mix, mix until the butter is melted. teaspoon of mayonnaise. Stir, stir, stir. Cheese, I am going to use mozzarella. Stir, stir, stir. And some tahini. Stir, stir, stir. I know I've made this on my channel a lot, but it's just so delicious. Meat is done. Now time to assemble the little boats. The ground turkey. Cheese. I have a little bit of this cilantro, lime, purple onion mixture. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on top as well, so it doesn't go to waste. Avocado. Taco sauce. And there it is, all served up with the street corn. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I'm going a little bit off a meal plan. I am gonna make some BLT sandwiches because I need to use up these little lettuce boats. And my tomato kind of looks a little sick. And my buns, I need to use these buns. So I just figured I'd make BLTs. I have back here my electric griddle warming up so I can just cook all the bacon all at once. I must start by greasing up my electric griddle with some of this cooking spray. It is warmed up and I'm gonna start cooking the bacon. And I guess I just decided to burn my fingers instead of go get some tongs to help move the bacon. Now I'm just gonna let it cook on this side for about 4 minutes. And while the bacon cooks up, I'm just gonna cut up my tomato. Time to flip them. While the bacon's cooking up on that side, I'm going to add half a cup of mayonnaise. We're gonna make a little fancy mayonnaise with a little kick to it. So that was a half a cup of mayo, a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, stir, 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 and a teaspoon of Creole seasoning. Mix, mix. And a teaspoon of red wine vinegar. Stir, stir. Give it a little taste. Delicious. Now we have a fancy mayonnaise. Bacon is done. I'm gonna put it on this plate with a paper towel to drain the grease. Now I'm just gonna wipe off some of this bacon grease. Okay, now I'm just gonna heat up my buns. I'm gonna flip them. They are toasted on this side. And I'm gonna toast on that side, but I'm gonna put some Kraft singles on the bottoms. Now time to assemble them. Some of that mayonnaise, lettuce, and a slice of tomato. In case you're wondering, I'm just cutting the bacon so it'll fit a little bit better on the rolls. All done. And there is more left over here. If my husband wants it later. And there they are, all served up. Delicious. That concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.